Hey guys, how's it going? It's DC here, and today I have the following topics on hacker news to cover. F5 has acquired NGINX or NGINX. Adobe patches Photoshop exploits, and Tuesday Patch Day has now become Tuesday Patch Day, Wednesday Fix Day by Microsoft. One of the most important software companies, NGINX, which is also behind the very popular open source web server of the same name, is being acquired by its rival F5 Networks in a deal valued at around $670 million US. While NGINX is not a name that you have ever heard of, the reality is that you use NGINX every day when you post a photo, watch a streaming video, purchase goods online, or log into your applications at work. NGINX powers over half of the busiest websites in the world and the majority of sites on the internet today, including the Hacker News and hundreds of thousands of apps like Instagram, Pinterest, Netflix, and Airbnb. They all sit on servers that are running NGINX. NGINX web server is the third most widely used server system in the world, behind only Microsoft and Apache. It is ahead of Google though. In short, the internet as we know it today would not exist without NGINX. F5 Networks makes it clear that NGINX brand will remain, as will its headquarters in San Francisco, after the acquisition closes, and that NGINX CEO Robertson and founders Igor Sisyev and Maxim Konov, I can't read these names, will continue to lead NGINX. In other news, Adobe users would feel a little bit lighter this month, as Adobe has released patches for just two security vulnerabilities in its March security update. The company today released its monthly security updates to address two critical arbitrary code execution vulnerabilities, one in Adobe Photoshop CC and another in Adobe Digital Editions. Upon successful exploitation, both critical vulnerabilities could allow an attacker to achieve arbitrary code execution in the context of the current user and take control of an affected system. However, the good news is that the company found no evidence of any exploits in the wild for these security issues, Adobe has said. The vulnerability in Adobe Photoshop CC, discovered by Trend Micro's Zero-Day Initiative and assigned CVE 2019-7094, is a heap corruption issue which affects Photoshop CC 19.1.7 and earlier 19 versions, as well as Photoshop CC 20.0.2 and earlier versions of Microsoft Windows and Apple Mac OS operating systems. Users are recommended to update their software to Adobe Photoshop CC version 19.1.8 and Photoshop CC version 20.0.4 for Windows and Mac OS. The other critical vulnerability, assigned as CVE 2019-7095, resides in the company's ebook reader software program Adobe Digital Edition, and it is a heap overflow flaw that affects version 4.5.10 185749 and below for Microsoft Windows operating systems only. Users are advised to update their software to Adobe Digital version 4.5.10.186048. Do you always think twice before installing Windows updates, worrying that it could crash your system or leave it in a not working day after Patch Tuesdays? Well, don't worry anymore, because Microsoft has addressed this issue by adding a safety measure that from now onwards automatically uninstalls buggy software updates installed on your system if Windows 10 detects a startup failure, which could be due to incompatibility or issues in the new software. A new document published by Microsoft on Monday, a day before this month's Patch Tuesday, says just like Windows automatically installs updates to keep your devices secure and running at peak efficiency, the OS will now run another automatic process to uninstall problematic updates. From now on, if you receive the following notification on your device, that means your Windows 10 computer has recently been recovered from a startup failure. If Windows 10 detects this, the operating system will try to resolve the failure by uninstalling recently installed Windows updates, which is only done when all automatic recovery attempts fail. Besides this, if such issues happen, Windows 10 will automatically block installation of the problematic updates for the next 30 days to ensure that your system can start up and continue running just fine. Also, in the meantime, Microsoft and its partners can investigate the issue and fix it before the update is delivered to the user again after 30 days. For Windows 10 users who believe that the update in question should not have been uninstalled, Microsoft allows them to manually install driver or quality updates. However, the tech giant noted that if those updates manage to stop your system from starting up properly, even after automatic or manual installation, Windows will uninstall them again. At last, Microsoft also asked Windows users to share their feedback using the Feedback Hub so that the company can diagnose and remediate the issues with these quality updates and work on a fix accordingly. Thanks for watching the Hacker News. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment down the bottom there, or smash a subscribe. Catch you on the next one.